EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. When you look at this defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Throwing his Dart. Gets it underneath to Blue. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, second and 4. To throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. off the play fake. Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing his dart. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
He'll try to do it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Dart. Shoves him aside. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Our home team, 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Play action now. Dart. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. On the draw, here's Blue. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Touchdown! Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run out, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup to get going again.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Blue. Trying to find a lane, but instead Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nicks. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nicks. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Beckham will go in motion right. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run again with Blue. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Dart. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the air with Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score
21-14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play fake, and here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 9. To the air, Dart. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Misdirection is the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
To throw is Nix. He completes this to Sutton. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 3. Nix to the air. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. He juked him. Breaks the tackle. Now with Allen. Touchdown! R.J. Harvey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Visitors 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's Dart. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the gun is Dart. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gets it underneath to Blue. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Complete to Jaden Blue. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dart. That'll be complete to Blue. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That was shotgun handoff. Blue. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse them. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now it's Nix. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A play fake, and now it's Dart. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he stopped immediately there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go with blue between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, they run with blue. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Blue will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Pick up for 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Touchdown! Jaden Blue. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second and 4. Dick's going to keep, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Abdul Carter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Inside the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. But that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They got to go back out there and play.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Scattaboo is not going anywhere. Will be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Tricks and dart, keeping it himself for the yard out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They're going. It's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead are right up the middle here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Blue with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score. Visitors 42. Our home team 31.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Finding Sutton. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing Nix. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
A
can tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they